What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again from another video, and today we're here with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stone Ocean, episode 37. Last episode was, it was a ride. Pucci got a new stand, made in heaven, as I've been told. I thought it was just made in heaven, and I was having a hard time trying to figure out what the localization was trying to say. But somebody on Patreon let me know that it's made in heaven, and that's also hard as fuck. Like, made in heaven is a really cool name for a stand, but made in heaven is also a really cool name for a stand, especially since Patreon told me that it's a Queen song, which it would be the one Queen song that I've never heard. Yeah, it's a cool stand. The end game is here, and I'm not just saying this because after this episode we only have one episode left. I'm saying this because Pucci has our main characters on the ropes like I have never seen our main characters on the ropes in JoJo. Not just part 6, but like in JoJo. It feels like it's the end. It feels like things are not going to go our way, and I just don't exactly see a way out of this one. I've been saying for as long as we've been watching this part, honestly, that Pucci feels like the one villain that might actually do it. They might actually do it. They might actually get rid of the Joestars. If they don't at least like actually win like completely and fully, they might be the first villains to actually get rid of the Joestars. And that scares me. It just hit me the other day when I was thinking, I was like, oh shit, I gotta watch the last 2 episodes of JoJo, and that nigga might win. He might just win. And the amount of dread that fell into my heart when I thought about that was just, it was unbearable. So I'm actually really afraid to press play. If anything, this intro is just me stalling. So we'll just get right into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to that in, as always, my social media links going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Link's going to be in the description for that as well. This is episode 37. There's I believe there's 38 instead of 39. So 38, by the time you're watching this, 38 is already up on Patreon, and we've witnessed the end of an era. So with all that being said, we also have the Discord. I probably should stop forgetting that. With all that being said, let's actually watch this. Let's get our headphones, make sure they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. Ooh, that looks cool. I really like the effect of the time speed, or speed up, the time acceleration. What the fuck? Yeah, it just feels like we're losing like really hard. Ooh, shit. Ooh. Damn, that's cool as fuck. If I'm real with you, Pucci has become one of my favorite villains in media. Like, not just like, oh hey, you know, this guy's really cool in JoJo. You know, I really like him. You know, he's one of my favorite. No, he is one of my favorite villains in media. It's maybe it's more of a personal thing, and it's mostly just that. I resonate with his idea, like with his cause, I guess you could say. His plight I resonate with more than a lot of other villains. Like, I get it, right? Every time he says, like, every time he explains what his plan is, it's like, yeah, I get it. I understand why you would want to do that. So it's one of my favorite villains without a fucking doubt. I cannot stress that enough. Gunst! Oh shit! That nigga pulled out that bitch. Holy fuck. Oh, and all they can do is just... Come on. Oh my god, good job. I was hoping that didn't just fail. And he was just too fast. He's too fast! Oh my god. Yeah, his stand is he's completely excluded from it. Like, to him, you're all probably just moving really slow. Oh shit. Nice. What games does this remind me of, where you have to like shoot things in order to teleport there? Actually, I don't think it reminds me of a game at all. I think it just reminds me of VR. Okay. Holy shit, Ansui, that's such a... Holy shit, Ansui, you're a demon. Jesus Christ, man. He is putting it all on the line. Oh. Whoa, really? Dude. Diver Down is a fucking demon of a stand. And Ansui is a demon of a character. Jesus Christ, Ansui. I mean, think about what's at stake here. Jesus Christ. No, Jesus Christ. Haven't died yet. Oh, holy fuck, Ansui, you crazy motherfucker, I love you. Oh, dude. Oh, wow. Oh. Shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, the fucking tension is crazy. The tension is crazy. He's speeding it up even faster? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. This is... What the fuck? Whoa! He is speeding the fuck up. Whoa! He's... Whoa, what is... Everything in the universe except... Yeah. Holy shit, yeah. Stop selling manga art. Oh, the tragedy of a struggling manga artist. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's tough. Oh, you know who the fuck it is. You know who it is. Stop playing. There's only one man that can write manga that fast. Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck. That fucking time stop was even quick. What the fuck? Yo! Whoa! Let's do okay, so let's do it. Okay, let's fucking do it. I know that talking is kind of like a free action. The Dio! The Dio knife throw! Oh. Oh, the love of a father is crazy. Oh my god, dude. Dio. I mean, fucking Jotaro. No fucking way. You were this is insane. Are we really about to lose? Are we really about to fucking lose? Are we really about to fucking lose? Are we really about to lose? Oh, wait. Oh my god, he cut his fucking face open. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, why? No, bro, this is not happening. I know that I've been told. Oh my. We lost. We lost. What? What? Oh fuck, Jolene! She's still up! Oh my Jesus! Holy fuck, Jolene's still up! By the way, that looked very familiar. I was very sad, but the death scene looked very familiar to me for some reason. Oh my god. Oh fuck. I refuse to carry this feud into the future. Nah, she's done. Oh my god. 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 He'll find. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. We just lost. We just lost. We just lost. Oh, Jolene, you demonic piece of shit, you demonic oh, that was cold! God damn it! Oh my god! Oh fuck! Holy shit, this is incredible! Oh. Oh my god, the visuals are I don't know what the Did we lose? Did we lose? Did we lose? We lost! Oh my god, we lost! My god. Whoa, we lost. We lost. Oh my god, we lost there, dude. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my god, cliff sides are eroding. Holy shit. This is incredible. What? Oh. The end of the universe. Or at least this one. Oh my god, this is incredible. Everybody reborn into a new universe as naked as the day they were born. What? Yeah, your ass on camera, dog. We're back. You rode a dolphin back to Green Dolphin. We lost. We lost. Okay. Okay, this is I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is probably not gonna be like, I'm just gonna like temper your expectations for this discussion. Because this this is not gonna be a very good one. I'm that's wow. Okay. Let's get into the episode. Let's try to break this down. But first, let me say, this was one of the most, no, fuck that. This was, and let me look into the camera when I say this. Let me like actually look into the camera when I say this, so you know that I am. This is some real shit that I'm saying. Like I mean this with all my heart and soul, and I'm sorry that my voice is shaky. I'm trying not to cry. This was the most beautiful episode of any anime I have ever seen in my life. This was the most, let me say it one more time for you. This was the most beautiful episode of anime I have ever seen in my life. There is nothing I have ever watched, and there probably will be nothing that I ever will, at least for a long good while, that will be as beautiful as what that episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 Stone Ocean was. There will never, ever, 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 or like I said, at least for a long while, be an episode as beautiful as that. I wish I could go into detail. I'm gonna try to go into detail what was so incredible about how everything, but I may not do it justice. And to be honest with you, I don't think I will. This is one of those things you just gotta watch in order to fully, you know. But that was beautiful. I praise Dvrth Productions for their fidelity all the time. Dvrth Productions doesn't have the like Sakuga moments of anime that you would expect from, like, you know, the usual like shonen, you know, where flashing lights are happening, and you know there's bright electricity and people are moving really fast, and you know people are like fighting each other's really cool hand-to-hand combat shit, and like the movements are like so fluid and shit like that, and you know that type of stuff looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. But this Dvrth Productions, the fidelity that they have in their anime is so fucking good. So yeah, while they don't have like the really cool fast lightning effects and hand-to-hand combat shit, the anime always looks well done and well detailed. Always. It just always looks fantastic. And this show, or this episode, seemed to be the epitome of fidelity, animation fidelity. This episode right here was damn near every scene was an art piece. Not like a oh wow, that's really cool background imagery, or like wow, that's really cool, like a really cool concept or something. No, like a literal, somebody commissioned this for like hundreds upon thousands of dollars art piece. Like the visual of the sun moving so, like, rising and setting so fast that it just creates a halo among the sky that circles around the circles around the earth from east to west. It's a art concept that I would have never, the end of the universe, and seeing every living thing just kind of floating there and being like put in this point of stasis, and just seeing the offset colors of the things that are living in the deep colors of the things that are simply a part of the universe, and how those things juxtapose each other, but also seem to be so connected to each other that eventually they just all come back together into whatever the fuck this is, which we will talk about in the discussion once I stop gawking the fucking animators. but it's well deserved. That shit is that's not something that you just see every day in anime. You don't just see that shit every day. And I could go back and point out so many, the like Jolene when she takes her final stand, and it's so fluid, and it's one of her bravest moments, and they do it so well just to be cut short to a scene of blood and her Stan's glasses cut in half, and incredible. Having Emporio like peek out of the water, and it's nothing but butterflies up upon the ocean, and it this could be half of the discussion. This could be a legit, I could go on for 30 minutes. I could go on for like forever. I could go on forever about how beautiful this shit was, because it was fantastic. This episode had a sense of fantasia that I have never experienced in an anime ever, never. I'm trying to think of an anime where I felt that much of a sense of wonder watching the animation, and I just can't. The closest thing that I can really think of is probably like Keep Your Hands Off Izukin, but that show was about making anime in really cool landscapes. That you know what I'm saying? Like it. This is real. This is really peak fiction. That's crazy. That's so crazy. That's so fucking crazy. Okay. Let's actually get into the episode before I go off on another tangent. Just start deep throating the animators for real, dog. Okay. I first off, shout out to Ansui, who had fantastic plans from start to finish. He took the role of the floor general so quickly, and in a situation where shit's hitting the fan harder than it ever has. To be so quick on his feet and look the end of the fucking universe in its face and say, I have a plan, is something that not a lot of people can do. Not a lot of characters can do that, and especially characters that aren't Joestars. Not a lot of characters can do that. Ansui, for whatever reason, is one of the few that can actually do that. Look the end of the universe in the face and say, I have a plan. Whether it works or not, I have a plan. And honestly, it was going to work. It was gonna work. So shout out to Ansui. That was great. That was great shit. Directing the group to the correct spot that they needed to be. On top of having Hermes use her stand kiss on the bullet so they could just shoot the gun and, you know, teleport to that spot. It was so smart. JoJo once again showing just how smart of a show it is, because dear God, what a great application for Hermes's stand. There were moments in this show where I was almost afraid for the is usability a word? I don't think it is. It was almost afraid of some stands becoming pretty much useless in like really crazy fights such as this. Hermes was one of them, where it's like, okay, Hermes's stand is really useful. It's very versatile. and you can use it for a lot of things, but I'm not sure how far that takes you. I don't know if that takes you to the end of the show. And brilliantly enough, it still to this episode has countless uses that are actually really, really, really important to us surviving. So great on the show for being smart enough to write Ermis in her stand so well. I'm still trying to I'm still recovering. So forgive me for just going silent. I'm dead, like I'm dead ass. That shit, y'all have seen it, y'all get it. What I really liked about the dialogue in this conversation though, or in this episode, before all the shit happened, is the moment, one of the moments where Ansui is kind of having his moment of like, yo, I won't die, I've been lucky, you know, all this other shit, and him kind of being this beacon of hope almost for the group, and having this beacon of hope. You have Jolene, who is I don't want to say smitten, but has this moment of realization that of how important Ansui is, and not just important as a character, as a Jobro, but important as the hope for humanity. In that moment, he was quite literally the brightest thing that humanity could have counted on. And Jolene seeing that potential in him, just goes in and says, well, ask me to marry you. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a really sweet moment, but it also signifies just how what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say wrong the people were about Ansui, because he did fucking kill it. He did kill and dismember his like girlfriend, and I was about to say parents. Did he kill and dismember he killed and dismembered a lot of people, more people than normal people do, but it's just nice to see this full circle kind of situation where Ansui then becomes that final hope, and Jolene kind of seeing that and going, you know, fuck it, I if there's anything that I want in life, it's the hope to see another tomorrow, and if that's with you, then fuck it, ask, you know. So I love that dialogue that they had. It was really well done, really smart, and all that. Really liked it. But let's get into the depressing shit. I have been saying for a very long time now that I just did not see us winning. It just never seemed plausible for us, especially once Poochie started doing his little time acceleration shit and started getting Sea Moon, and it started accelerating time with Made in Heaven stuff. It's like, oh yeah, there's no way. I don't think we win. Like once he started like getting in good with Fate, like with Fate itself, yeah, I was like, no, there's just no way. And as it progressed, it was, oh no, it's absolutely no way. And in this episode, they really close in on that despair. I know that it's been lingering throughout these last couple episodes, but they went for the kill, like literally and proverbially. Jesus fucking Christ! Why am I having a hard time? Like they went for the kill literally and metaphorically. You know, they absolutely dashed any hopes that we had as the viewer to actually come out of this alive. and kind of left that all to Emporio in the end, which is crazy. This episode did the same thing that I really liked in the last episode, which is show a bunch of like situations that are happening right now because of the time acceleration, which kind of gives you a sense of scale and how grand everything is, and how crazy everything is happening. Like it shows you how significant this event is. It does, if it just showed you the time acceleration made in heaven, like speeding up time and like, oh, it's faster now, instead of showing like news anchor saying, oh, look at my water evaporated and stuff like that. And it's funny because we mentioned Kishibe Rohan in the last episode, but in this episode they had a moment with a mangaka and showing how they were affected because the ink kept drying up, and they're like, oh, how I can't keep up, the inks, oh, it's so crazy, I can't do it, it's speeding up too fast. And by this point time is going by quick as fuck, like insanely quick, to the point that like seasons are changing, literal seasons are changing. That's how fast time is speeding up, right? And throughout all of this, somebody calls his phone and goes, there's one man, there's one demon, one devil himself that is still keeping up with his due dates. He's getting copies out. I don't know how the fuck he's doing it. Who is it? Come on, you know who it is. Stop playing with him. If anything, this whole time acceleration thing is just helping Kishibe Rohan get stuff out even faster, because now he doesn't have to wait for the ink to dry. Before it was a problem, because he would just sling the ink pen and it would just, and he'd be done, and then you have to wait for the ink to dry. But no more. Nah, he ain't got to do that. He is fast enough to keep up with the time acceleration. Nah, that's easy. But now he doesn't even have to wait for the ink to dry, so he's just faster now. I love that. I love Kishibe Rohan, man. I love that they had that that put into the I love that they actually put that into the episode. That was a nice little touch. But let's actually go to the moment that shit went down and actually talk about that, because that's where the meat and potatoes of this discussion is going to be. They had this moment where the plan absolutely seemed like it was going to work, and it definitely was going to work, or at least it seemed like it was definitely going to work, where all Jotaro has to do is wait till Ansui gets hit and stop time. That's your job. Wait till Ansui gets hit, stop time, kill Pucci, and that would have absolutely worked. The problem is, once he actually did stop time, and it ended up actually just being Jolene's stand, but he still had plenty of time to actually kill Pucci. We then get a callback of the knives that Dio had, or the knife move that Dio had, where he throws the knives at somebody, stops time, and then after the time is re-accelerated, you get he gets stabbed. And in that moment, right, things are bigger than just a knife trick, thing like the world is ending, the universe is ending, time itself is probably collapsing on itself. There are bigger things at play than, oh no, the knife trick again. But that's not exactly what that part is about, right? And that's why I gotta commend JoJo for even going here. I gotta commend the story for even going here, right? Because yeah, you could just focus on the time acceleration stuff and that would be incredible, but instead it takes this back seat to the time acceleration to get very personal, and mostly because this is the end of these people's lives. Of course you would want to get a little bit more personal with the characters, and by personal I mean that Jotaro decides to help Jolene. I was about to call her Josuke for some reason. Jotaro decides to help Jolene instead of killing Poochie. Now, at a glance, that's a really stupid idea, right? If you don't kill Poochie, Jolene is gonna die anyway, right? There is no like, oh, maybe she can go on living for no, you're both gonna die, you know. That's not a thing where she may get out of it. No, she's not gonna get out of it, neither are you. So the smart thing to do is to, all right, fuck Jolene, let me go kill Poochie. But instead he doesn't go kill Poochie, he decides to save Jolene. Why is that? Because when we started off in this show, there was a underlying, like, not even a B plot, more like almost like a C plot of Jolene not really believing that her father cared at all about her. You know, there was a lot of moments in the short amount of time that we got Jolene and I was about to say Josuke again, Jolene and Jotaro together, where Jolene was constantly questioning how much her father cared about her. The show pretty much started off with Jolene saying how much she didn't think her father cared about her. And to be fair, Jotaro probably thought the same thing, right? He probably thought like, oh, I'm a real fuck up of a dad, you know. I haven't done too much to even show much love to my what I'm going to assume is his only daughter. So it's probably hitting Jotaro as well. But in this moment where the universe is at stake, and it's do or die for pretty much everybody, Jotaro made the decision that he cared about his daughter being hurt more than he cared about the universe itself. If not Poochie, Jesus Christ, if Jotaro just killed Poochie, we'd be cool, we'd be fine, wouldn't have any more problems, we'd be good. But Jotaro weighed his options and decided that a world without his daughter was no world at all. Yes, we should be talking about the time acceleration. Yes, we should be talking about how beautiful the visuals of that time acceleration is, and you know, we should be talking about what this means, what could happen, what's happening now that time has accelerated to this point. Like, yeah, we should be talking about that. But I think there's something to be said for the show to have the time acceleration take such a backseat to simply show a man trading the world, no, fuck that, the universe, for his daughter's life, just his daughter to live a couple more seconds. That it wasn't even his daughter's life, it was just so his daughter could live a couple more seconds. In just one move, and this is how brilliant this is, right? In just one move, Jotaro beat all the deadbeat dad allegations. Now, granted, let's be real, there were moments where Jotaro being Jotaro probably did, like, yeah, that was just you being a dickhead, dude. Like, it's still Jotaro, but in just one move, he beat all the I don't really love my daughter allegations. You know, it was so beautiful, and they capped it off perfectly by having Jotaro getting hit. That looked painful as fuck. Got his face slashed open. Everybody else getting murked, and capping off with Jolene in the water telling her that I stole the car when I was a kid. Why did I do that? You know? And her lamenting that she felt like her dad would always come and save her. That was you know, that was just her thing. She knew that her dad would always come to save her. And that's a real thing, right? It's a real thing. Once again, yeah, I know we should be talking about the time acceleration. We should. Yeah, sure. But the show itself put this on the back burner to have this moment. Because it is way more important than the time acceleration, believe it or not. But yeah, that's a very real thing. There are problem children out there that do shit like this simply because they know, well, their parents, you know, deep down they know that their parents will come and save them. Is that a problem? Sure, yeah, but like, that's just a reflection of how much a parent's love, you know, how deep a parent's love goes. So I loved that moment. Like I was saying during the episode, for some reason the whole face cut thing looked very familiar to me. I think Jotaro got, like, it may have been like and if we're still going on like the fate stuff, it may have just been like a wound that Jotaro has gotten before. I think it was in part 3 he got his face cut or something like that. I don't really want to. I could look it up, but I don't want to get spoiled in case there's anything crazy for this last episode that has something to do with Jotaro or something. And 2, I just don't want this discussion to be longer than it needs to be, because I'm googling, did Jotaro cut his face in part 3? Or maybe it was part 4. Either one. It seemed very familiar, and it kind of made me think like, oh shit, you know, fate's really a cycle. It's crazy because now, you know, you have the Dio knives, and Joro got his face cut again like he did in part 4. It's so fucking cool, you know, like, all that was cool. It's nagging at me. What the fuck is that? Jotaro. How do I do this without getting spoiled? How do I do this? I'm just gonna type. How I'm not gonna. I can't reset. When did he cut his face in? Did he ever cut it? When did he cut his face in was it in part 4? I think something tells me it was in part 4. And I think I want to say it was like fucking Kira, maybe. No, fuck. It was fucking Oingo. It was Oingo, or which one's the little brother? Is which one's the little brother? Is the little brother Boingo? I think it was Boingo. Boingo, the one with tough, whatever the fuck it is. How do you say that shit? Karal, whatever the fuck. No, that was the older brother's thing. It was like Kanamu or something like that. But fucking Boingo had Toph, and it predicted that Jotaro's face would blow up. Yo, Toph is really fucking strong. Toph was right. Holy shit. Am I wrong about that? Hang on. Whoa. I'm actually gonna search this up now. I'm actually gonna. I don't care if I don't care if this is like is weird to search this shit up. During the discussion, I have to know. I have to know like right now. Boingo. Shit. How do I do this with it? Boingo Ta. How do you spell top? No. Shit. I don't know how to fucking. I don't know what to search. Okay, just somebody in just. We'll say this. Somebody in the comment section, confirm or deny this. I don't care. Whether it's a spoiler or not, I don't care at this point. There's only one episode left. By the time that this hits by the time this hits YouTube, I've finished the show. But did Toph predict Jotaro's face being split and blowing up or some shit? Because I believe it was Toph, but something is nagging at me saying that it was in part 4. But I'm pretty sure that it was Toph who. Yeah, it was when Whole Horse was like they were at the clock tower and shit. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that happened. Whoa, wait, this discussion just took a turn. Oh, hang on, this took a turn. That's crazy that Toph actually did it actually does predict the fate of what did it hang on, oh my god, what did it say? I have to look at that picture again. Now I think I'm sorry that this is supposed to be about this episode, but I have to look at that picture again to see if what everybody else's fate said, because I'm pretty sure if Jotaro's was correct, then everybody else's was too. Oh, I gotta see that. That's cool. If that's true and I'm actually remembering this correctly and I'm not just making up shit in my head, which if I am, just call me stupid. But I think that's something that happened. Besides that, let's actually get into some crazy shit, right? So everybody pretty much dies. We lose. And there's a lot of symbolism in this. There's the moment of Jolene talking to Emporio about how everybody's wish was for another person to live, so this other person could live in order to have their wish for another to live. All that was great. It was fantastic. I loved the conversation I love the speech that she had before she died, and it was fantastic. The symbolism of Emporio riding a dolphin back to Green Dolphin is that's not lost on me either. All that was fantastic, but let's talk about what actually happened here. Because time sped up so fucking fast that it seems like we went back into the past. But I don't think, like, it seems like we went back into the past, but we went back by going forward, and I don't even think we can consider this the past. What I think we can consider this is a collapse of one universe in the birth of another. It's kind of like how we were talking about when we first met Foo Fighters, where Foo Fighters was talking about like, oh yeah, you know, the Big Bang, and then one universe was created, and that's how that happens, and then we get into like singularities and stuff. I think that's more of what happened instead of like us actually going back into the past, because that would make no sense. You would simply just be back at point A. At least Poochie would be just back at point A, and that wouldn't help anybody. What seems to be happening is that one universe collapsed and another one was formed by the time acceleration. Now, what does that mean for Emporio? What does that mean for Poochie? What does that mean for the people that died, which is Jolene, Hermes, Jotaro, and Ansui. Jesus Christ, that was mad disrespectful to my dog. What does that mean for them, right? Let's start off with Poochie, right? First off, let's not start with Poochie actually, because let's not start with Poochie, because I feel like that was about to get into like a long rant about stuff that would overshadow everybody else. What does that mean about the people that died? What does that mean for Jotaro, Jolene, Hermes, Ansui? What does that mean for them, right? They're dead. Plain and simple. That's what that means. They died in a universe that just collapsed. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. That they died in that universe, and the time acceleration collapsed it, and now they're off wherever. That's what that means, right? Now, what I will say is that since we're back, and this bleeds a little bit into what this means for Emporio, because like now that Emporio is back in Green Dolphin, there is a good chance that Jolene, Hermes, Jotaro, Ansui, those people don't exist. So in this new universe, either they've been completely wiped out from existence, which would mean that Emporio has to do this completely by himself, or it means that a new Jolene, Ansui, Hermes, and Jotaro have been created as replacements in this universe. Because in all reality, I think if you completely took out those characters, if you completely took out those people from the new universe, I actually don't think that works in Poochie's favor. I keep wanting to call him Enrico Poochie. Jesus Christ, I know it's his name, but like it's weird to say his full name. I don't think that exactly works in Poochie's favor. Or at least that just seems like the natural way of things, that you would just replace somebody. However, they may be soulless because the actual characters died in the This is gonna be so fucking confused. I'm sorry. I may be rapping about nothing but bullshit up here, because this shit is actually mad confusing. Because we're getting into like cosmic shit that nobody in real life has the answer for. So it's going to be tough actually explaining what's going on here. But as I said, it means that Emporio is pretty much alone, whether the old Jolene and gang are dead and gone and wiped from the universe, or it means that they've been replaced with like doppelganger gang. Holy fuck, this episode it's fucked my mind. Or they've been replaced with like doppelgangers or something like that. Either way, I think what this means for Emporio is that he is the last hope, as we actually talked about a couple episodes ago when we fought Raikiel, because he was the only one to actually have like this internal monologue in the past, in like future tense, as if like he's the only one to survive. So in a lot of ways the show, or the anime, absolutely showed its cards a little bit there, because having Ansui be like, and from that day on, man, you know, like, she didn't know what was gonna happen to her, for real. Like, the shit was crazy. And having Emporio be the only one to say that, not like, because if Jolene survived, you would just have Jolene say it, you know, you just have Jolene be like, from that point on, I didn't know what I was gonna get into, you know, this. But no, Emporio is the only one to survive, which is sick. So that actually brings me into two things, right? First off, what does that mean for Poochie, and what does that mean for future tense Emporio that we're dealing with right now, right? He is, first of all, with Emporio, he is the last hope. There's nobody else that will be able to stop Poochie at this point, because here's a detail that I've noticed, right? Everybody is confused that they're naked. And this is a weird detail, but everybody in that scene was very confused on why they were naked. They're like, what the fuck? I'm naked. My ass is showing on CCTV in 1080p. What's that, Jeffrey? We just updated to 4K cameras. My ass is showing on 4K. My God, you know, like, everybody is like very confused, except Emporio, who understood that he was back at Green Dolphin. So Emporio will actually have knowledge that this has happened before, or at least since he was the one, he was there when the shit actually hit the fan, he knows what happened, right? Basically what I'm trying to say is that Emporio is quite literally the only one that can stop Poochie at this moment. And what this means for Poochie is the exact same thing. Emporio is the only one that can stop Poochie. So if anything, while he has gotten rid of the Joestar bloodline, he killed him, you know, they're gone. Hermes is gone. Ansui's gone. He still has the hope of the Joestar bloodline to worry about. Now, the thing is that I don't think that, like, to talk about what this means for Poochie a little bit more, I don't think that Poochie has won just yet. I don't think he's won just yet. This isn't heaven. This isn't heaven. This is the beginning to heaven. Poochie has only created this I want to call it a universe, and I've been calling it a universe, but we don't exactly know if it is. But we do. Well, I think it's pretty obvious it was. I mean, what else are you supposed to call this? The dude, Poochie, or not Poochie, Emporio was out just free dicking in space. You know what I'm saying? In the womb of universes. You don't be free dicking in the womb of universes without going into another universe after one collapse. You're not in the same one. I'm pretty sure that one's gone. This is some new shit. We've been talking about it since episode 8 of this show. This is some new shit. So I don't think that Poochie's actual plan or you know, I don't think Poochie has actually won yet. I don't think Poochie has created heaven. He has started the progress, or he started the creation of heaven, but he hasn't created it yet. So he still has an objective. And of course you can just metagame that by saying, well, dude, there's still one more episode left. Of course he still has an objective. So it's completely plausible that we can still stop Poochie from actually creating this universe. We just have to kill him, pretty much. We just gotta kill him. Now, that won't be easy. That won't be easy. But we just have to kill him. What Poochie is trying to do here, however, we know that heaven to him is a state of mind. And is a state. It's not only just a state of mind, but by extension, it's a state of spirit. So if heaven to Poochie is that there's no anxiety, there's no what ifs, there's no second guessing or doubting or anything like that. Everybody will know their fate. Everybody will be okay with it. Everybody will the idea of doubt, the idea of anxiety, the idea of fear will be completely erased, and there will be nothing but spiritual freedom left, which is how heaven is depicted across the board. Just in real life, it's depicted like that across the board in numerous, if not all, religions, you know. And we know that's Poochie's plan. We know that it has to be in some way a loop. Problem is, a loop has not been created yet. You would think that it has, because oh shit, we're back in Green Dolphin, the loop has been created. But no, heaven hasn't been created yet, just because we're back in Green Dolphin. Time sped up to collapse the first universe. This is some new shit, and he still has to finish the loop. So if we can kill him, I want to say there's like something like more like crazy to talk about, but no, it's just like that's what it all boils down to. We just have to kill the dude. So we still have a chance. Heaven is not here just yet. It is approaching, and it's approaching quick as fuck, but it's not here just yet. So we have a chance. It's just all up to Emporia. How he does that, I don't know. He just gonna have to shoot that nigga in the head or something. I just catch him slipping. I don't know. But I at least have some hope that it's not over just yet. I am deeply saddened that Jolene, Jotaro, Hermes, Ansui, they all died, and that is, wow. That's going to take some time for it like to sink in. And because I'm probably just about to watch the next episode, I probably won't even have time for that to sink in. But I may actually like, maybe it's not a great idea to watch this next episode like immediately, because I'm still, the main characters died, and not that they just died. They died, and then their universe got destroyed. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Jesus Christ, what an incredible show. So that's the gist of it. Pucci most likely has created a new universe, and it's all up to Emporio to just murder that nigga. There you go. That's how you resolve it. Just homicide. But yeah, I may have missed some things. I'm still recovering from emotional and visual, auditory, and just spiritual shock. So sorry if this discussion was kind of like all over the place. But dear God. Yeah, and once again, somebody like let me know. Was that in part 3 where they showed like a prediction of Jolene, Jotaro's like face being split and it blew up? Why did it blow up? Why did it blow up? Because if I remember correctly, everybody was in there. And why did Jotaro just blow the fuck up? Maybe I'm, God damn it! Now I'm second guessing myself. Maybe I just made that up in my head. It's been a while since I watched part 3. No, it's been a while since I watched part 4. No, it was just Jotaro and somebody else. Was it Polnareff? And it was because they put bombs in the orange. Jesus, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a weird anime. Yeah, they put bombs in the oranges. Okay, yeah. I think that's what happened. Somebody let me know about that, because I'm second guessing myself and I need somebody to confirm or deny. I don't care if I'm wrong. I just want to know if that's just a fake memory. So incredible episode. I cannot stress this enough. That episode was, I don't think I'll ever see anything like it. I don't think I'll ever see anything like it. I did, and I'll say now, I did not do that episode. That discussion did not do that episode justice. It did not. That episode was way better than anything that I could explain or whatever. Incredible. But it's about to be over in the next episode, and that's gonna be hard to watch. So with all that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, comment, like, whatever, all that stuff. If you haven't, oh my fucking God, just, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to that in. All of my social media links going to be in the description below. If you want these episodes early, or maybe I should say, if you want to watch the final episode right now, go on to Patreon. We've experienced the tragedy or elation or whatever it may be in this next episode, and maybe we can cry together on there. So with all that being said, get my off button ready. We also have a Discord. There it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves. Yeah. I don't want to start the next episode. That's the end. Oh shit. That's the end. Fuck.